strong, put it that way.
We are underway. Robinson just teeing off a little bit on that return. Ball flies wide, so an easy point for Pasquali first up. But in response, hands the serve straight back over to Robinson. That serve hitting the top of the net.
0-1.
Pasquali approaching the net there. Might be regretting that strategy as Robinson just calmly picks him off, rolling the ball down the line. And it is 1-1. Liking that from Robinson. In complete control there. Forced Pasquali wide with a deep approach. Got himself up to the non-volley zone, and the deftest of touches him.
2 perfect points there from Rupert Robinson, and a little nod of the head after that last one.
Pasquali looking to go cross court there, just clipping the top of the net. Robinson has a 2-point lead early. He's just walking around at the baseline, composing himself for this next rally.
3-1.
He's read it well. Pasquali looks disconsolate already after that exchange. Robinson forced wide, suddenly had to turn around, was in a good position to punch that double-handed backhand down the line, Tim. I am enjoying the start to this game.
Yeah, cracking start and a really, really strong start from Rupert Robinson. He is playing a really high-level game at the start of this match, and a missed serve.
1-4.
Good serve from Pasquali. Bit of extra pace on it. Robinson giving him a round of applause. That's a point on the board. And that just shows how important it is not to give the serve back easily to your opponent at this level. These serves are whipping from Pasquali. He approaches the non-volley zone again there. Just punches the ball down to the backhand of Robinson. And he's unable to react. So, 1 point in it.
And a lot of respect already between these two players. Robinson there just tapping paddles, appreciating that forehand from Pasquali down the line.
Another good serve from Pasquali. He ties the game up. Robinson unable to get that serve back. Regretting not getting his serve in a few rallies ago. Just long from Robinson. So close. Nearly the shot of the day. Pasquali forced him wide. He went around the post. Fractionally long. What a fine effort from Robinson on that one. Cracking point, Tim.
Yeah, and gosh, that would have raised the roof had that one gone in.
Good return from Robinson. Adjusted his feet quickly as that serve clipped off the top of the net. Landed in. Robinson was quick onto it. Punched it down the line.
4-5.
Good play again from Robinson. Pasquali forced wide on his backhand. He's now motioning that he probably should have opted to go down the line rather than cross court. Too late for that now, as Robinson is on serve at 5-5 in this first game. Robinson opts to go down the line, Tim, but misses. Unfortunate there for him. Pasquali gets a chance to get a slender lead once again.
5-5.
A little bit of help from the net there for Robinson. He gets the serve back. Pasquali unable to respond quick enough to that one. Well played, Robinson. Nice bit of deception there. Pasquali was legging it back into the middle of the court, but Robinson just pushed it down to his left ankle. He was unable to change direction quick enough, and Robinson now leads 6-5.
6-5.
Yeah, real good, experienced play from Rupert Robinson there as he just misses that forehand. So a very, very tight one, as we predicted at the beginning of this game, Chris. Both players putting in a pretty impressive performance so far.
Oh, what a change of angle there from Rupert Robinson. Pasquali set that up nicely. He thought he had a chance. Robinson opens the paddle face, goes cross court, through the non-volley zone. Lovely shot. That has got the crowd eyes focused on players' court.
6-5.
Pasquali getting a little bit frustrated with himself there. Didn't quite get low enough on that backhand. Ball flew into the net. And he's just having a few more words with himself as he retreats to the baseline. Robinson has a 7-5 lead.
7-5.
And he just takes a moment, quite often, Rupert Robinson, to compose himself before each point, heading back to our barrier and quite often either tapping it or maybe just taking a few deep breaths.
Yeah.
6-7.
And it's now 6-7 to the advantage of Robinson. Good return down the line. Forces Pasquali to drive into the net. Side out once again. Rupert Robinson leads 7-6 here on Players Court.
7-6.
Good shot from Pasquali down to the low backhand of Rupert Robinson. He's unable to repel that one. 1 point in it here, 6-7. Pasquali on serve. Very good return across court from Rupert Robinson. I think Pasquali felt that one might be going wide, and then before he had time to react, the ball dipped and just landed inside the line.
And I'm getting tired, Chris, looking at this match.
Just get the feeling it's going to be a long one, don't you, Tim?
It's every point is hard fought. And Rupert Robinson putting off a nice forehand there. To picking the spot nicely, and a 2-point gap now, 8-6 to Rupert Robinson.
8-6.
And this best of 3, first to 11, win by 2 in this bronze medal match. Robinson going long with that forehand. Hands the ball back over to Pasquali. Oh, he read it. He was there. But he was unable to flick it up and over the net. So another point on the board for Federico Pasquali. He is trailing by a single point. This is high quality singles pickleball here on Players Court. I would advise you not to go anywhere. This game looks like it is going to be incredibly close. Great reflexes from Pasquali. Pushes it down to the toes of Robinson, who gives his opponent a round of applause.
Yeah, really did well to redirect and hit that backhand volley into a difficult position for Rupert Robinson there. So closing this gap now, just 1 point in it.
Oh, and they both move from side to side. Great angles. But again, it's Pasquali just able to get the ball low enough on Robinson, and he's unable to lift it back up over on the stretch. So Pasquali now finds himself with a single point lead. And that is a rare error in this game. We haven't seen many unforced errors from either player. Not the ideal time for Robinson to find that one. Pasquali surprisingly taking a time out, 10-8 ahead with momentum. You don't see that too often at all. He's 1 point away from taking game one.
Now, Chris, he did exactly the same thing in his previous match. He had game point and had quite a hefty lead, and it might be a mental thing, or it might be he's trying to just recover his energy to put a maximum effort in for this next point. And I do wonder about that when you've had a tough game like this, and it has been a very tough game. Just trying to cool on some
15 seconds.
reserves, giving yourself a little bit of extra time is not a bad idea.
We're about to find out, Tim, but I mean, it's clearly something that's pre-planned. I don't think he's done that on a whim. And yeah, how often do we see somebody get to game point and then do something silly? This is an opportunity for him to reset. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's very nice from Pasquali. He rolls it cross court on the volley. He takes the first game 11-8. Both players keeping that ball deep in that exchange, but Pasquali was able to get to the non-volley zone and rolled his volley cross court. Tim, take a breath.
That was a physical game of pickleball that we just witnessed there. Pasquali just coming out on top. A nice run from him, falling behind before coming back and taking that. And as we thought, Chris, this was a close one, and no doubt will continue to be so. Do we think? Are we going to go the distance? Is Rupert Robinson going to be able to take this second game and take us to a third?
You'd like to think so, Tim. You'd like to think so. What impressed me there was how Pasquali just seemed to go through some gears there towards the end. And he is going into this game with more momentum than Robinson. But I don't think Robinson needs to change too much, really.
Yeah, Sorry, Chris. He did have just a few words there from Julie Mack, who, of course, you may recognise from the last couple of days of play, as he's about to get the ball, the game back underway. But like you say, he did hold a lead for a good proportion of that match. So perhaps it's going back to what he was doing successfully in that first game.
And one thing I'd actually like to see Robinson do less of in this second game is the clear respect, the clear applause after a good shot from the squad. I'd like him to get into his own zone a little bit more now and almost become a little bit nastier in some kind of ways, but just really focus on what he can do and see if he can become the absolute protagonist in this second game. He's going to need to do more than he did in the first one. He has the ability to do so. It's now down to also whether I think he's got the stamina and the heart to be able to really fight and put Pasquali in a position where we go to a third game.
I certainly wouldn't doubt his heart.
Oh, Oh, Robinson did so well in the first place. Pasquali more than equal. Just opens it up, flicks the wrist, sends it across court, agonisingly close to the paddle of Rupert Robinson, but a touch of class from the Italian.
I thought for a second Robinson had done enough to win that point.
A quick change of hands there from Rupert Robinson. Went left-handed on that little reset into the middle of the court. Side out.
Yeah, and you do see that occasionally, the movement of the paddle from the right hand to the left hand or vice versa. And on that occasion for Rupert Robinson, successful. And that just gave him perhaps a little bit of extra reach to get that difficult shot from Pasquali.
Most certainly, and Robinson sends it down the line, forces an error on the forehand of Pasquali. So he has a single point lead here, 2-1 in this second game. Remember, it's best of 3, and Pasquali won the first of those potential 3 games. Didn't quite get up on Rupert Robinson, that one. Looking to roll it cross court, but the ball just goes into the net. So a side out.
One, two.
Pasquali going down the line. Robinson, who was looking to get to the non-volley zone, wasn't able to then change direction and get wide enough on the stretch, and his volley goes into the net. We are tied once again. Oh, that is a shot of this game so far for Rupert Robinson. Rolls it across, a lovely angle, cross court. Pasquali unable to do anything with that one, and he's giving Robinson a round of applause there. This is the opportunity now for Robinson to gain some momentum with the energy that shot must surely bring him. And he's pushed him deep again. The ball kisses the line. Pasquali looks at the advertising hoardings, wishing he had just a little bit more room that time to work with, but he could not, and the ball went into the net. Pasquali still tapping the advertising hoardings, giving it the dirtiest of dirty looks, Tim.
Yeah, indeed. It's, lovely couple of points here from Rupert Robinson.
And that's so good from Pasquali. He just took a little bit of pace off that approach that went wide to Robinson. Robinson then wasn't able to whip it across. He had to try and lift it. Pasquali was there ready just to play a nice little drop volley and get the side out.
And Pasquali just wearying the score. We have it 2-3.
2-3.
Oh, Robinson clips the net there. Looked like there was a little bit more space on Pasquali's backhand, but he opted to go forehand, but he just clipped the top of the net. Oh, Robinson unlucky on that last point. Amazing rally there. Good change of angles from both players, but it looked like Robinson had got himself into a position to apply the finishing touch, and he was unable to do so. Pasquali leads 4-3 here on Players Court.
Yeah, good move forward there from Pasquali. Just noticing Rupert Robinson was about to slice that shot, sneaking in that slice, popping up ever so slightly for the nice, easy put away. And Pasquali has pinned Robinson back, and Robinson has just decided to take a timeout, and a timely one, Chris.
Yeah, I think so. Momentum has gone back in favour of Pasquali. Robinson started this game probably the form player, I would say. He was taking the lead. However, it just feels like Pasquali now has just found a bit of rhythm. He's changed his game slightly more, getting Robinson moving around even more than he was doing already. And just that last one there, we saw a late bit of disguise from Pasquali. First time we've really seen that. So many of his volleys have rolled cross court, which is why we saw Robinson very much with the weight on his right ankle. And Pasquali just waited that little half beat longer, pushed it down to the left-hand side. Robinson was unable to change. And that's going to put a seed of doubt into Robinson's mind now. Each time he looks at that shot, is Pasquali going to go across? Well, he now knows that he can push it that way too.
Yeah, that's a good observation, Chris. And as we just saw there, Robinson getting a few words of encouragement from his regular men's doubles player, Chris Freiling, fellow bronze medalist, winning the bronze medal in the men's 50-plus open category. And they are a experienced pair and no doubt will know each other's games incredibly well, able to offer some words of advice there.
Oh, delightful Robinson. He was on the run. He got the paddle angle perfect and he has just flicked it across court. That did not look like it was possible, and he has made it so.
I mean, both of these players have showcased some incredible passing shots in this match so far. The angles they are finding from tricky positions is something to behold.
Oh, and Pasquali forces it wide.
And Pasquali there, letting out a yell of pure frustration, pointing down the line, saying, why didn't I go down the line there? Why did I try cross court?
This is good from Robinson, though. He's forcing some errors here from Pasquali. He has come out of the blocks since the time out. And this is, again, just one of those little shifts in dynamic that we see every so often in these games. Robinson now has really got to be disciplined enough not to take the foot off the pedal. He must not let Pasquali back into this encounter. And he's got one there as well, and Pasquali is getting frustrated. He has missed a fairly regulation volley at the non-volley zone, and he has punched it into the net. Robinson leads again in this second game.
Yeah, and I think Pasquali was almost expecting either a down the line on a cross court, and in the end it was neither, straight at him, and just took an extra millisecond to react. And that
is not going to please the Italian either. It's clipped the net and it's dropped wide of the court.
So, Chris, from 3-5 down, 7-5 lead now for Rupert Robinson. What a timely time to call a timeout.
Oh, Rupert Robinson is on fire at this moment in time. He has taken that on the half volley. He has rolled his wrist and he has played it again cross court, giving Pasquali a little bit of taste of his own medicine there. That is the shot we've seen Pasquali do several times. Robinson is now doing it to him. Amazing play.
And I think if... And that is wide, and Rupert Robinson showing a mixture now of power and precision, and I tell you, a 9-5 lead in this second game. I don't know what Chris Freiling charges for coaching, but I think he needs to double it.
Well, he's not going to double it yet.
If he can take this second game.
Oh, Robinson down the line with a clean winner. Amazing. He has got game point on this second game. And I've just sent Chris Freilink a text seeing if he's available to be on the sidelines for me later on, Tim. What a bit of advice must have been put into the ears of his good friend. Timely side out for Pasquali. But tell you what, Robinson made him work for that as well. Pasquali has got to do something special now to make sure this game doesn't go to a third. Now, this is important moments for Robinson. He can't now allow any freebies to Pasquali because that confidence, that momentum can shift quickly if he does not keep his foot on the pedal.
Oh, and yeah, the sneak attack there. Sensing the slice from Robinson. Pasquali moving forward. And again, getting a little round of applause. A tap of the paddle from Robinson. And a 5-point lead reduced to 3.
And there we see it again, Tim. Just a little bit of tension slipping into Robinson's game there. Where he was playing a bit more freely straight after the timeout, he's got a bit tense. He's not really pushed through cleanly on that forehand, and it's ended up in the net. Oh, and both players finding the net cord that time. Robinson trying to adjust, unable to do so. It is 9-10. Pasquali has clawed back 4 on this run of his. What a game.
Yeah, this has gotten very tense. It is squeaky bum time here at the players' court. You can almost sense the tension in the crowd.
He's missed it. The ball's probably going wide as well. Pasquali went cross-court, as he has often done. Robinson read the play, punched it wide. Win by 2, though, in these final games.
And a fantastic double-handed backhand down the line. And that will do Rupert Robinson the world of good.
Not a bad time to bring that one out of the toolkit, Tim. He's missed it. He had an open court and he's put it wide. Robinson needs to move on from that one incredibly quickly. How often do we see that? You set it all up completely and then you miss the literal open goal. Pasquali still looked in shock. He thought that point was dead. I think we thought that point was dead. Robinson thought that point was dead, but he's missed.
Yeah, and like you say, Chris, has to get over that one, not think about that as best that he can, but it's hard not to.
And Pasquali's missed one as well. The ball was lifted. It was there to be put away. Pasquali has punched and missed. And he was frustrated with himself there as well. A bit more tension, a bit more drama in this one for us on players' court. Good pressure from Robinson. He's put it to the forehand of Pasquali. He looked to go cross-court once again. He has hit the net. So Robinson has a chance. It was a long time ago he had his last game point, Tim. He's got another one now.
It was indeed, Chris. Game point. And he has taken it, Rupert Robinson, and we are going to a third here on the players' court, and a deserved third. Rupert Robinson managing somehow to put that missed shot at 10-all out of his head. The easy put away, popped wide, but it didn't affect him, and he has taken the next 2 points, and we are all, I think, Chris, delighted to see this one go the distance.
Most certainly. That takes mental strength to miss something like that at that point, that could have broken a lot of players. Not Rupert Robinson. He then got himself back on there. He and Chris Freilich are currently having a little chat again. Whatever Freilich said last time did the business. Hopefully he's got some words of wisdom to take Robinson through this third game. Richard Libanese was looking over momentarily to see the score on this as he's on court next. He has now gone away once again to get some more fuel for his game because he knows this third game could take some time.
Yeah, and Freilich and Robinson there having an extended chat, and this game has heated up to almost boiling levels here on the players' court. Both players, no doubt, will be having to call on some serious reserves now after two absolutely grueling first games. I don't know what that would have taken out of both players, and as we see them embrace now before we get this third game underway.
You get some best of three games that end up being one way and then the other way, and not so much energy gets taken out. This one has been so close in both games, and we're going into a third. Goodness only knows what we're going to see in this one. Pasquali taking his time, double checking where the space was and comfortably pushing it through. He gets the first point on the board in this third and final game of this bronze medal match. Just wide from Robinson. Really important he doesn't allow Pasquali to get a comfortable start in this one. It is better for Robinson the more this game remains a bit bitty at this time.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is sometimes easy, as we see there, a missed forehand slice when you've put so much into the second game, emotionally and physically, to just have a slight drop off in the third game, and he needs to finish that now.
And with a good return to the backhand of Pasquali, bit of extra depth. Pasquali unable to control his shot down the line. It goes wide. Robinson now on serve, 0-3.
And I think Pasquali sensed a little bit of weakness and felt that his time was then, because he lets out an enormous yell after missing that shot in the previous point. And we are now, he has won the serve straight back, 3-0.
Yeah, Pasquali reading that one, and then has the time to choose where he wants to put the put away.
So, Rupert Robinson, 4 points down. The crowd going slightly muted here, and he needs to make a move now.
And he forced that one. He saw a gap. Clearly felt that that was the time that he had to really put extra in. Often the time you need to take a little bit off and make sure you hit that space. 5-0 Pasquali leads. Are we seeing the Italian run away with this third and final game as Robinson's return goes long? It is 6-0 here. This is not the third game we were expecting, Tim, at this stage.
No, and just after that missed return from Robinson, his head just dropping a little straight away, and Freilich is on the move again. He's raised his rates, and let's see if he has some more wisdom to provide to Rupert Robinson. Chris, it worked last time.
If he comes up with the magic code this time around, I think it is worth every single penny. I would imagine this conversation is a little bit more around the mentality side, though. Just probably telling Robinson just to take a little bit more time, not to force it, not to be as edgy as he feels in this third and final game. Just to relax a little bit. We know that Robinson can come back. We know that Pasquali has the ability to lose a few points in a row if it goes against him. But Robinson has got to give him the opportunity to make the mistakes, which means getting his returns in. It means not punching the ball wide. It means just cutting out these unforced errors that we are seeing in this game so far. So they've changed ends. Pasquali is on serve at 6-0. Let's see how this game finishes.
That was maybe just a slightly tired-looking backhand from Rupert Robinson there. Pasquali sensing blood now.
Yeah. I think that's a very fair assessment, and that's the first shot Rupert's played, Rico. How much has he got left in the tank, mentally and physically? Oh, but if you need a confidence booster, that is the kind of shot that Robinson had played to great effect when he took the second game. Now, Rupert Robinson, what have you got left in the tank? That is a great shot. Can you take advantage of having the ball back in your hand? Unfortunately, not on that occasion. That is a good cross court again from Pasquali. Robinson got up to the non-volley zone, but was unable to get underneath and lift back up and over.
7-0.
Yeah, and that is such a lovely slice there from Pasquali. Low on the forehand side of Rupert Robinson. And he would have had to have pulled out an absolutely stunning shot to pass Pasquali with that cutting slice.
Yeah, it's one thing to be able to do it when it's a top spin roll across court, to be able to do it off the slice. Completely different shot entirely. And I think Pasquali knew what he was doing with that one. And he forces Robinson, not able to be balanced. And the volley goes wide. I've got to give credit to Pasquali here, Tim. He has brought his A game to this third and final game of this bronze medal match. He is forcing Robinson into areas that he's not comfortable with, and he is getting the dividends from that tactical change.
And just a steered backhand down the line from Rupert Robinson. And see if he can build any momentum from that point.
Not the right shot choice there from Robinson. It is feeling like there's a tired mind at play now, Tim. Just wanted to keep that deep, wanted to keep him back. Went for the touch shot, didn't work out for him.
Yeah, and he's fighting not only Pasquali, but he's fighting the scoreboard now, of course. And it's 2 versus 1, it will feel like, for Rupert Robinson, as Pasquali just misses that shot. And a couple of errors slipping into Pasquali's game as he nears the bronze medal.
And we have a point on the board this time for Robinson. So he has been able to take advantage of getting the ball back in his hand. He has won, and all he can do here is obviously the 1 point at a time routine. But a couple of points here, the game starts to open up for him again. But it is so crucial that he keeps the errors out and keeps putting the pressure on Pasquali. And you can understand why he did that. It's a routine that he likes, going there and then dropping it back over. But he had space on the other side of the court, which would have been safer at that stage.
Pasquali putting so much pressure on Robinson in this last game, and Robinson now using his timeout in this third game. So each player gets 1 timeout to use per game. So let's see. I believe that's Pep Giuliano coming on court now to offer some words of advice for Rupert Robertson, if I'm not mistaken, Chris.
Absolutely correct. Pep is the England team coach for the open age category at this coming European Championships in September. Pasquali is just checking something with the referee as well. He's going for a little bit of a wander around the court. It'll be interesting to see whether Pasquali also takes a timeout if he gets to that 10 position again, as we've known that he likes to do that from time to time. But he's currently just casually hanging around on the net, 1 foot up, and he's waiting for this game to get back underway.
Yeah, and he's got a smile on his face. He's interacting with his supporters in the crowd, Pasquali. He will feel that maybe 95% of the work is done here, and it's just whether he can finish up this match and claim a well-deserved bronze medal.
Tell you what, Tim, I think the percentages work out there as well. I mean, at 9 points on the board. Maths is pretty tight there from Tim Spurway. How tight will Pasquali be as he looks to get the final 2 points over the board and take home a bronze to Italy? Error forced by Rupert Robertson.
Yeah.
So he has the opportunity now to chip away at this lead. Good bit of play from Robinson, Tim.
Yeah, very nice. That backhand down the line, just a little bit too far for Pasquali to manoeuvre back into the court. So 1-9 down.
Good drive for Pasquali. Robinson not balanced at the non-volley zone line and was unable to hit the volley the way he wanted.
When Chris Pasquali has made errors, he's managed to recover and play a really good point on the next one. So he hasn't let Rupert Robinson back into the game to get a string of points, as we see Rupert Robinson there just slicing that one into the net. And we do have...
Pasquali's taken it, Tim. He has taken the timeout. 10-1. This is a well-honed routine by Federico Pasquali. We saw a 1 minute timeout about 60 seconds ago. No, let's make that 2 minutes ago, because we would still be in the timeout if it was 60 seconds ago. My math's not as good as yours, Tim. But we saw Rupert Robinson take one a little while ago, and Pasquali is taking his traditional now timeout when he has 10 points on the leads. I think this actually makes a lot of sense. I quite like this strategy from Pasquali.
Yeah, and you saw there was a mild bit of annoyance from Rupert Robinson as he did take that. He probably knew it was coming. Yeah, it worked out for him last time. And Pasquali, perhaps, as we were saying, Chris, he's just recuperating to put his final bit of energy into this last point, for what he hopes will be his last point anyway.
Most certainly. He just takes a little jog back to the baseline where his paddle and ball are waiting for him. He is going to have 9 opportunities to win this bronze medal from here. And he only needs one of them, Tim. A very good game comes to an end. It is a bronze medal for Federico Pasquali. Thoroughly deserved for the performance he put in that third final game. But the 2 games preceding it, Tim, were absolutely nip and tuck. You've got to give credit to Pasquali for his mental fortitude there to get that one over the line.